Investments in Saudi Arabian startups grow by 770%, and Algeria's Sinopec inks a deal with China's Sinopec to build a new LNG storage tank. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. Investments in Saudi Arabian startups grew by 770% between 2018 and 2021, reaching a record high of $548 million. The Saudi Venture Capital Impact Report reveals the number of investors in Saudi startups rose by 192% over the 3 years, reaching 76 in 2021, up from 26 in 2018. Algeria's state-owned energy firm Sinopec has signed a $177.7 million contract with China's Sinopec to build a new LNG storage tank at the Skikda LNG complex. The new LNG tank will have a capacity of 150,000 cubic meters. Meanwhile, last week, Sinopec signed an MOU with Libya's National Oil Corporation, which will see it resume its activities in Libya after an almost 10-year suspension. Jordan's Capital Bank will acquire 100% of Societe Generale Bank Jordan in its second expansion within a year. Capital Bank will also acquire Societe's financial brokerage company. The agreement marks the second acquisition of its kind by Capital Bank in less than a year and will raise its value of assets to $8.4 billion. Capital Bank acquired Lebanese Bank Audi's business in Iraq and Jordan last year. It's also looking to expand in Iraq through its 62% stake in National Bank of Iraq. Lebanon has given France's CMA CGM Group a 10-year contract to construct and run the container terminal in Beirut port. The deal includes plans to replace and extend facilities destroyed in the major chemical explosion in 2020. CMA will invest $33 million in the terminal, including $19 million over the first 2 years, to revamp its infrastructure and digitize operations. The goal capacity is 1.4 million TEUs, up from the current 650,000 TEUs. Airbus says it hopes to make amends with Qatar Airways despite its legal battle over Qatar's cancellation of its A350 aircraft orders. Airbus says it will work hard to find an amicable resolution. The dispute is over aircraft paint that's flaking off some of the A350s. The defect prompted Qatar Airways to refuse accepting outstanding aircraft. Airbus canceled a major order for another model after the fight went to court. Air travel is recovering after the lifting of travel restrictions. IATA says international tickets sold in recent weeks in proportion to pre-pandemic 2019 sales increased by 11%. It's the fastest rise of its kind in any 2-week period since the pandemic started. 18 markets are now open to vaccinated travelers with no need for self-isolation or pre-departure testing. 28 markets are available to vaccinated travelers. Walmart posted stronger than expected Q4 earnings, with net sales surpassing $150 billion in the period ending January 31st. Walmart's total revenue for its fiscal fourth quarter reached $152.9 billion, up 0.5% from the year-ago quarter. Full-year revenues stood at $572.8 billion, an increase of 2.4%. Net income for the quarter was $3.6 billion compared to a loss of $2.1 billion a year earlier. Tesla and its CEO Elon Musk have accused the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission of targeting them with an unrelenting investigation to punish Musk for criticizing the government publicly. The accusation came in a letter from a lawyer for Musk and Tesla to a U.S. district judge. The letter is an escalation in the billionaire's confrontation with regulators who are probing his social media activity and Tesla's treatment of its employees, including allegations of discrimination. And staying with Elon Musk, he's our biggest loser in today's Forbes real-time billionaires ranking. It tracks the daily ups and downs of the world's richest people. Musk is down $11.2 billion, but he still has net wealth of $238.2 billion. Our second biggest loser today is Larry Ellison, down $4.7 billion with net wealth of $104.3 billion. And our third place loser is Larry Page, down $4.1 billion with net wealth of $112.6 billion. Check out our website and our social media for all of the latest billionaires news. E-commerce sites operated by some of China's tech giants are listed on the latest U.S. government notorious markets list. It means they allegedly trade counterfeit goods. The list claims that Alibaba's AliExpress and Tencent's WeChat are facilitating substantial trademark counterfeiting. It's the first time the two China-based e-commerce sites were identified. The report says China remains the world's top source of counterfeit products, which undermine critical U.S. innovation and harm both American and Chinese workers. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.